recording? Are we recording? Okay. Actually, can I move this? No, not that. I don't want to move that. I want to move me. I want a video capture display. I want to move that. And I want to put that up here so it looks like I'm looking into it. Hello. I am going to do an evaluation, breaking down the documentary. Loose term documentary. There is a reason why I put film in the description, because it's a bit more of a film. But yeah, this was the documentary I worked on for quite a while. 15 minutes long. I'm going to sit, I'm going to play it through, I'm going to talk about it, what things I would have liked to have added, what things I would have changed. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. So, without further ado, let's okay, well, I'm already a bit in. Hang on. Fuck off. Right. Can't keep that in. So here we have some footage of a boxer called Canelo Alvarez. He's currently the pound-for-pound best in the world. Very irrelevant information, however, but I wanted to add that because it kind of, if you understand boxing, it kind of shows greatness because it's kind of happening at the moment in the world of boxing. That is Katie Taylor here, who I met and is a lovely, lovely person, and she's my favorite boxer in the world. She is absolutely insane. Again, greatness. Great effects, if I do say so myself.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
So, we heard that audio I was joking about with Omar, and we were talking about, he used that content, yeah, in the press conference, which later happens, and I liked the audio, so I added it. Yeah. Go on, Ollie. Also, and another annoying thing about this video, right, is this video happened on the first session back after Christmas with a back injury. So, I hate that this is what people see. If I go, oh yeah, I like boxing, or I can box a little bit, they see this. This is not accurate. I'm a lot better. And that's not even like I'm saying good or anything. I'm just a lot better than how I am in this video. I just here is a really bad lower back injury, which I'm going to see the doctor about on the 30th. And I've had for a while, and yeah, it's not fun. I actually cut out footage of this where it flares up really bad, and I have to go outside, and I'm basically just in like pain. But I'm just gonna cover my back there when people go, "Is this it?" When you say you can box, is this it? Smooth. I made that animation. Oh, hang on. Hello, you right? That's what you're asking. Well, this is the thing. I'm happy to sit here and do work, but if it's easier, then I don't mind. Yeah, I'm happy to. It's just yeah, I don't mind. I just sat here by myself doing work, so it's up to you. Okay, is it alright if I just stay here and continue on with work? Alright, that's all good. I just didn't want to, yeah. Okay, that's fine. It's just because I've got some stuff to do. I'm doing my evaluation at the minute. Alright, no worries. Alright, I'll see you later. The best thing is I'm not even going to cut that out. Yes, I made this animation. Oh, this is tragic. This is more tragic than the documentary, isn't it? Because I'm just not going to edit it nearly as well. Okay, so yes, this is the animation I made. This was like really like one of my earliest things that I ever did in After Effects. I'm not a big After Effects fan, but that's probably just because I don't know how to use it properly yet. But yeah, learning that slowly, and I've just noticed there's a white bar here, and fuck it. Gotta stop swearing. Right. Now let's admire that sound effect. Very nice. There's a lot of cutting to black in this because I really wanted to like separate the different sections. There I am.
Doors opening.
Get on my face. Copyright hates me, but I hate copyright, so they can suck my immigration song. Yeah. This is just me coming into college every day. This is just me walking. This is what it's like. Usually I'm not wearing a suit. Usually I'm just wearing something like this. And, you know, I get harassed. Will here has got about 5, he's got 5 restraining orders. But he still makes it past. That's great. This gave me like a lot of anxiousness because obviously Premiere Pro on these computers, like it reduces the quality and it messes about with the timing, and sometimes it glitches a little bit in order for you to be able to play it properly, because otherwise it's just too much and it runs too slow. And these clicks, they all seemed out of time all the time, but I could see on the timeline that they were like lined up well. But I was like, oh, am I going to export this entire thing and then the clicks are going to be completely off and it's going to look rubbish? But it paid off. That was one of the best things about the initial export, is I could tell if they were done or not, and they worked. So thank you, Adobe gods. Unscripted. Thank you, Darren. This helped a lot. We just controlled the corridor, and then Darren was walking the other way, and kindly got involved. Absolute legend. You can see by the smile on his face how happy he was to meet me. That door was locked. That wasn't intentional. And do you know what? If you wait, look, it's my opponent, Lightning Luke Day, and the commentator, well, the host, the promoter, Loki Mitchell. So, if you were really eagle-eyed about this, which if you shouldn't be, you can spot that, yeah, they weren't meant to be there. But the other door was locked, and I went, well, I can't just call it now. This is quite a good take. So I just darted into the nearest room. Before I walk in, we'll talk about the setup. So I made these to look like kind of flags, like banners that were hung up. Obviously, we've got the backboard, which I made in Photoshop. We've got Day Delivery, safely delivered in a day. That's his company. I just thought it'd be a random thing to give him. Matchroom Sport, obviously the extremely famous boxing promotion company, run by Eddie Hearn, passed down by Barry Hearn. And then the winner, Sports and Entertainment. Now, you might be wondering why this badge looks so awful. It looks so awful in comparison to like Day Deliveries, which actually looks almost borderline professional. And obviously this is professional. And it's because I did this one first in like this random like logo maker. And then Dan showed me a website called Canva. And I created this. And I created the winner Sports and Entertainment based off McGregor Sports and Entertainment. Literally just after I'd made it and exported it and everything. Yeah, that's also Canva is also where I made these. This photo is of me at a sports convention, and they had the belt, and I actually took a bunch of photos, thought I looked awful, so went, and then came back to take some more serious photos, and I look all right in these. Yeah, so there is a better The Winner Sports and Entertainment, but it was already exported and pretty much in the film by the time that we got to it. Talk about the winner bottle. This took more time than I thought it was going to. I got Omar again, brilliant graphics designer, brilliant everything. Like, he's just brilliant. And I said, mate, could you take a few photos of me? So I managed to get some pictures of me with the medal. The medal has become the iconic, symbol of the winner. On the drink, we also have the medal here on the table. And Oliver, the winner, won 1-0, 1 KO. Who that KO is against, we'll never know. But you know what that means. 100% win ratio.
Hello there, Oliver, the winner, Henley.
Yep. 2 camera angles. Now, you can see the microphone here. That's not a problem. But this microphone was connected to this camera, this kind of side angle, and this creates the best audio. But the camera died halfway through. Just because I didn't realize we were going to do that long on the press conference. And yeah, so it goes back to the regular shot. But if I'd known, I would have just connected this one to the other one so that we don't have mixed audio. But I did it. But I thought I'd keep it in because it kind of gives the idea that there's more cameras and therefore like more attention. Because obviously at these press conferences you can get a lot of cameras, a lot of journalists, everything like that. We only had 1 journalist, but we had 2 cameras, so that kind of gave the illusion that maybe there's a few more people back there than we are led to believe.
How are you today?
Very good, very good. You know, I'm confident going into this fight. You know, so see the difference in audio. Luckily, it was okay enough that I could keep it in, but yeah, I would have gone back and I would have made sure that was connected to the main camera. Had I thought about it at the time, but obviously because I'm acting in it as well, I couldn't check the cameras. But I thought that it was on more than it was. Also, we love the green screen down here. It's just gone onto this. Like, is it a piece of paper? What was it? Yeah, I think there's like a piece of paper or something there. Yeah.
Training, do you reckon it's going to pay off?
Also, the thing at the time was it was going to be 24 hours of training, so just 24 hours of doing it, but I just ended up doing like a session and then editing that to give it narrative. Basically, this is me showing a training session, showing what kind of stuff that a boxer would do, other than sparring, because I couldn't get any sparring. And then I put a narrative to it, which is why I'd call it more of a film. There's not me going, oh, and then you do this. I'm showing you it, and I'm giving it a narrative. I'm confident going into this fight, you know, so I'm very excited. Just want to get it done now.
Yeah.
I took a lot of inspiration from Conor McGregor, obviously. When it comes to press conferences and stuff like that, his are the most iconic. And I have a lot of knowledge, full stop. No, I have a lot of knowledge when it comes to combat sports and stuff. It's something that I'm extremely passionate about. And I could have referenced 1,000 things here. I could have referenced a billion different press conference moments. You know, I'll choke you until living death. That's one of my favorites. There's so much I could have done, but I thought I want people to understand it as well. I'm not just making this for me. I did want to make it kind of to make my class laugh, which is why their feedback really mattered. That's why I was constantly calling people over. What do you think about this? Because I was like, is it funny? They gave a good reception. I hope that they meant it, because I don't know. Whenever I watch my own stuff back, I've watched it enough times that even if it was funny, it probably isn't now. And yeah, I hope they liked it. And you know, I'm just glad that us as a team have come together and we're going to destroy this now.
Do you reckon that's 24 hours of training? Do you reckon it's going
Now, what you'll also notice is you'll notice a slow progression in attitude, swearing, and everything, because it's meant to become more and more and more and more of those characters that you see at press conferences. So you'll notice like the swear count goes up. You'll notice that the shouting goes up. You'll notice that the attitude goes up.
Get pay off. You reckon you'll win?
Absolutely, it's going to pay off. You know, as I said, it's been intense. We've been really going for it. You know, I've gone through numerous techniques and practices to make sure that I can beat him, and I will do it quickly. Quickly, you know. I
Another thing to notice is also I was really thinking about heavily cutting this down because this press conference bit was only meant to be a short bit, and it goes on for about 4 minutes, which is all right. But just when you've watched it so many times, you start to think it drags. So maybe I would have cut more out of it in retrospect, but I also really struggle with like which bits do I cut, because I wanted to be serious. I wanted to show progression.
am looking in the early rounds. You know, this is 12-round belt. I am looking for the first and second rounds.
What do you reckon the strengths are as a fighter?
Our strengths are.
Again, you can see by like this thing. Notice how I'm wearing a suit. Again, very press conferencey, very this, that, and the other. I did look a bit ridiculous. I had to help a drama student named Troy, what a legend, who, straight after this, and I filmed some like application tapes, and I just did the entire thing in my suit. I went like a real direct. I made it big, boys. I made it big. But yeah. Yeah, sorry. So the reason I'll give you the reason why I've got that is again, part of the character and whatever, but also you'll see the parallels. I've tried to use some parallels.
And just absolutely amazing. You know, there is no one out there. You know, I will remind you all that I will break everyone's face. You know?
George Masvidal reference. Again, I tried to go with bigger names in MMA for you to like, for a lot of people to pick up on. Again, I'm not gonna quote Tito Ortiz or Chael Sonnen or anything, because you wouldn't. Like, a lot of people just wouldn't recognize it. You know, Chael Sonnen's got my favorite quotes of all time, but you know, there's nothing that you can pick up on. Whereas if like I've got a slight Irish tinge in my voice, very slight. Again, McGregor. Just because a lot of people can obviously recognize him.
You know, I am here for the show. Like, I will go for it. I will march forward. You know.
God, you're very confident then.
Absolutely.
Is this fight a personal fight?
Yeah, it's a personal fight. This is super necessary. You know, this fight.
Another George Masvidal
Must happen, and I will make sure it happens. And
How come it's that personal?
You know, he said some very hurtful things. He said.
So obviously this was all made up on the spot. There was no scripting here. Very clearly. I mean, I told Luke, I went, ask me questions that they'd ask in a press conference, and he just said, what kind of questions are those? I don't know what to ask, which is obviously fair enough, you know. It's a really stupid direction when I think about it. But we did the Lightning Nuke Day one first, and I sat there with him, and there's more cuts because I literally tell him, I go, ask him what he thinks about the fight, and then Loki would go, what do you think about the fight? Luke would answer, then I'd tell Loki, you know, who does he think is going to win? Obviously, like, you know, what round? Me. And then he'd ask what round? Me. It's like a parrot. But then, obviously, he knew more of what to ask and stuff like that going into this one, and it flowed a lot because, obviously, I'm playing a character, so there's more to bounce off of. Oh, I pressed enter, not spacebar.
And I said that is...
Yeah, and he, by the way, he didn't say anything, but obviously, I said that he called my mum something. I don't know. It wasn't even that bad, but because my mum watches these, I thought I don't. I know that she doesn't care, but I just wanted, you know, I don't know why. I love my mum.
It's not okay, so I smacked him there and then. But you know, that started the fight, and You know, he comes in here with this. Oh, you know, I just.
It was really dumb to bleep it. Now I'm thinking about it. I just didn't. I don't know.
I'll tell him to off, really.
Also, there's one swear word in this entire press conference bit which isn't censored, and I couldn't find it in the edit. If my life depended on it, then the first time I watched it back, my mama spotted it.
You know, he's just a little bitch, and I will
Notice
say
how the
that
swears
in
are
front of everyone.
increasing.
Yeah, Oliver, the winner, Henley. Why the winner? You've only won one fight. Why the winner?
That's 100% win ratio if you can do maths.
So this is obviously where the camera's died and there's less shots, but I really like this, but I wish I subtitled it because I go a bit quiet. But yeah, that's 100% win ratio if you can do maths. I should have just named this fucking documentary 100% win ratio because it's just brought up all the time, especially by Dave.
And I've got my brand of drinks. I've got the winner.
You can hear me laughing in my voice because we just cut out a bit where I'd laugh at that.
You know, fucking, did he have that either? No, Mr. Big 13-0 hasn't
Attitude.
got one fight.
Attitude.
And everybody wants to turn out to come and see me.
Your medal was fake.
Also unscripted. Dan just getting involved. You know, I've got to respect the hustle. Little hustler trying to get in.
Say what?
But it also gave me, like, again, I think he was joking, but like, it really gave me a really good thing to jump off of. Like, you know, I could latch onto that. Also, this is actual details that are intentional. We left bigger cameras and microphones and stuff pointing in so that you would see it all. That is a real detail. It's not just a mistake.
Oh shit.
Say a bit louder.
Your medal is fake.
Yeah? Come over here and tell me it's fake. No, please, come on.
Now, obviously, we've got to talk about the green screen. Okay. I knew it was going to be a green screen. I was thinking about, like, editing it to, you know, stay there or whatever. But we actually just found it funny. We found it funny and thought it added to it. There's the fucking dead camera. But yeah, we found it funny and we thought we'll keep it in. You know, it's a lot of effort to not to edit it and trace it and whatever for something that we thought was better with it.
There's a stage.
And again, if we're paying attention, look who it is in the corner. Lightning Luke Day. Again, I don't know how many press conferences have the other dude watch. But yeah. And then obviously we have the boy.
Okay.
And you can see the...
Is there anything else you want to say, Oliver, the winner, Henley?
You know, I'm here for the show. I will deliver a first round KO. This will be done quick.
You'll lose.
No, you! I'll break your face! No,
Okay.
So loud, but none of them will say it to my face. Fucking say it in front of a crowd. You.
Oh.
The winner!
Can I just say thank you very much for the look in the background there. His exclamations are in lowercase. Like I've noticed, if you want to hit him, he goes, oh. If you do that, he goes, oh. Like it's really weird. It's really weird. I don't get it. He doesn't go, ow. He doesn't go, whoa. He goes, whoa. Ow. But then he speaks and he goes, yeah, what do you mean? So he speaks in uppercase and then actually shouts in lowercase. It's really weird. And obviously, me drinking the winner. And this is actually to reference McGregor's proper 12. In the Khabib press conference, he's like, hang on. He's like, proper 12. You know, he just shouts about it. If I can find it here. This is really crap. I'm about to show you a video. I'm not even going to bring it out. That's a... No. Let me just find it out for you. That property. Yeah. It's just about, you know, like, that's why I go, the winner! Like, the drink, everything like that. Just showing it off.
Okay. I think that's enough. That's enough.
Contrast. Not in a suit. Again, wearing his own clothes, looking dapper, mumbly. More wins, more KOs.
There, lightning.
And obviously he's a lot nicer.
Luke Day.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm very good, thanks.
So, how do you see the fight going?
Well, obviously, I mean, I have the experience in this fight, and I think that it has the potential to...
There's not too much to talk about, Joe. Shall I just skip it?
Both very talented fighters, and this could go either way, and I'm sure...
Wait, why? Oh yeah, I was about to say, why didn't the mic work? And then, because this happened before, and then realised that it does work. I just haven't cut to it yet.
We're both going to put our all into this, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Do you think this is a good matchup for you?
I mean...
After how it looked in the first time, I questioned just... I wanted to make it clear that it was a green screen. I wasn't going to try and hide it and pretend like it was an actual backboard. Like, I always knew it was going to be a green screen, so I thought maybe just with this try something different.
In terms of how many fights I've had and how many fights he has, maybe it's not necessarily the ranking that they should have put together, but he looks like a big guy, so I'm sure that there should be an even bout.
Thanks,
for the
Luke.
face-off. We got...
Yeah, and that was it. So his press conference is really short, quite dull, quite slow. Obviously very kind, everything like that. Mine is longer, more drawn out, and that also represents like the media attention. If you do something good, you get but if you do something bad, everybody's on your fucking back, and some people are backing you up. It's mental, and that builds more hype, which is why fighters to this day tend to provoke and push to get more attention.
Lightning Luke Day.
Lightning Luke Day.
You suck. Now...
Also, Loki looks really small in this shot. He looks really small, and we don't push him about for it.
I have Oliver, the winner, Henley.
Your medal's fake.
Dan, get more lines, kid.
Shit.
This is also the thing. This took a lot and a lot and a lot of shots. This took a while because Luke kept fucking laughing. Luke kept laughing. Had to maintain composure. Yeah, this is what I mean about the height. Loki's a bit shorter than both of us anyway. Again, we're pretty much the same height. Loki's a bit shorter anyway, and we put him further in the background, so it just makes him look like he's like 4 foot. Also, the thing is, the first push, I gave him the indicator, I winked with my right eye, but he didn't notice. So I pushed him, and he goes, oh shit, in one of them, and then jumps, and I don't know if it was that one or if it was another one. No, I think this is the second take. So we did 2 ones. He was expecting that more, but there was one where I pushed him and he literally goes, oh. Again, he also, like Loki, he just in that instance went full lowercase. It was ridiculous. But yeah, then get back into it. This was Dan's camera, which we used as like a fan cam. We fully went for it, by the way. Like, we were really like trying to like push and shove and like go for it. And I also love how Loki has the... He's like Moses when we're both the Red Sea. He's like, no. You have been parted. This is actually a take from the first one. A bit of a mix because as a favor to Luke, I kept in his amazing dive. He wanted it in, so I kept it in for him. And Loki's technique at the end was, I'll just move Luke. so I'll just move him out of the way, then there's no issues. So this is the actual serious bit of the documentary, because a lot of it's a joke. So this is me 15 years old, Friday the 3rd of August 2018. I always used to record just so I could see my footage. As you can tell, I'm a lot smaller, and look at the boxing. Look at this right hand. Rubbish. Bollocks. But yeah, this is me learning. This was about 4 years ago. This is how long I've been boxing, really. Listening to motivational videos, Muhammad Ali has been an inspiration to me and many others. So Loki said something really interesting to me, and I was trying to choose some music, and I was trying to find a way to transition to the gym, because I got some recording footage, but I was like, maybe I'll play some stuff that I listen to or whatever. But I listened to this. I listened to a lot of motivational videos, and this Muhammad Ali one is particularly important to me. And the audio you hear in the background,
that's what makes you a champion. Jerry, I'm the greatest fighter that ever stepped foot in the ring.
is actually playing from my phone in that. So I don't know if people called it up or if people did or whatever, but that audio is playing out of the phone that is recording this footage. And then, I'm quite proud of this, I transition it to the video, so you listen to the audio quality switch.
I think you're a big bag of wind. Damnedest showman that ever lived, and you ain't kidding anybody.
That is the transition from the recording to the actual video, which I would have been listening to. I used to download the audios and listen to them.
7-1. It's very big odds for a heavyweight championship fight.
It has to be Liston. Liston is a much bigger puncher.
While these big mouth people talking about I talk too much, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna shut up all of his mouth.
See, I can quote it all, bro. I've listened to this video 1,000 times for the last 5 years, and then 4 years I've trained to it. So, and yes, this isn't actually me going to boxing, by the way. This is actually me going to Izzy's. But it's travel footage. By the time I go at night I go at like 6:30, which in winter is dark. So I got some footage just like this to fill in. Cause it's not my name.
You want to keep calling me a white man's name? I'm not white.
Continues to scream at Terrell.
He beat the hell out of those who didn't want to use his name.
Mr. Muhammad Ali.
I didn't like this shot. But it was the shot of me pulling up to the gym, and I thought that was quite an important shot. So I stuck a filter on it, I minimized it, and I tried to make it look handheld in the edit.
I'm not allowed to work here now in America.
I'm gonna fight.
So this is talking about Muhammad Ali's journey in Bits and Pieces, which some people might have thought, that's a bit weird, but he personifies a reason for fighting. He wanted a fight to bring attention to, black people. At the time that he was around in the 60s and 70s, and he there were different colored areas. It was a horrible situation, a very horrible situation, and he really stood up and was like, he really changed a lot. He did so much and more than a lot of people think today. Also, Muhammad Ali was at one point the most recognizable person in the world. He did a lot of things outside, which is what truly makes him considered the greatest of all time.
Not for me, but to uplift my little brothers.
And I find that inspiring.
Concrete floors today in America.
They want to become famous. Damn people. It's so wonderful.
That's his brother.
I'm gonna float like
the golden black gloves.
Sting like a bee. George can't hit what his eyes can't see. All of you chumps are gonna bow when I whip him. All of you. I know you got him. I know you got him picked. But the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Punch transition. Big win. We did it. Don't know how I did that. And then more music. That's into. I wanted to jump straight into it. I think, so far there's been a lot of documentary and a lot of boxing. By the way, thank you so much to my nephew Jay, nephew, best friend, you know, I can a lot of titles, who I boxed with, and he was off because he'd hurt his hand, and I just said, mate, could you come in and film with me? And he said, yeah. So he did really, really good job, way better than I thought he was going to, and not in an offensive way. I thought he was going to do well, but like he did really well. I like how that matches up like this.
I have decided
to make a career switch to Muay Thai. Okay, so no one will understand this. Again, I kept this in because it's funny if you know it. Well, it's debatably it's funny. But this is about Muay Thai is a martial art which you use your elbows and your knees and you do everything like that, and it's about me, you know, not doing boxing but doing Muay Thai. Ha ha ha. See, Jay got it.
Muay Thai.
And then more of it. And again, that was quite far apart, but I had them together, so it looks like I'm just making the same joke. But I use this because if you want dramatic or you want narrative or whatever, you've got to break it up with some comedy, so you get highs and lows and bits and pieces. If it's all one, if it's all sad, if it's all good, if it's all whatever, it's all boring. But if it switches a little bit, like we just went from like a action packed, you know, boxing, with music and whatever, now we're joking about, it gives the whole thing more. It diversifies, and it really, yeah, it diversifies your footage, which makes the whole project more dense and there's more to it, more fulfilled. Drink responsibly. Sipping on H2O. Now, funny story about this. So I'd made the whole thing. I'd edited it. I'd exported it. I'd watched it back, and I didn't like that there was about 3 minutes of footage which just wasn't edited. And well, it was edited, but it was just long. Like it was just me punching. I put a song behind it, made it a little bit better, but you know, I thought there must be a better thing. So I recall this video of this guy. His name is Michael, like Mike Hertz. Mike, I do know. His name is Body Builder. So Mike Hertz. Michael in hand Alright, I'm gonna check because it's somewhere.
It doesn't take.
Michael. Feel free to skip a bit in front. Michael. I think it's Michael something. 1, 2. Reach your full. Ah, fuck it, I'm showing you now. Potential. Speech, body, building. Mike Menser. Mike Menser. That's his name. His name's Mike Menser. Finally. But yeah, I recall Mike Menser doing this talk, and I saw it on TikTok. It became a little bit of a trend among the fitness community, and I thought I could do my own little version. I think that might spice it up. That might allow me to deliver the content, but also make it a little bit better.
To train as hard as possible, you must retain a clear image of.
Yeah, clear image of your purpose in mind. Look, it's a beat up Luke, and there's a picture he hates, so it's funny. Also, sorry, I just got like static shock in my leg. But weirdly, so I was editing this, and I sat there, and I didn't like it, so I went back to re-edit it and whatever, and I had to Photoshop this. Now, at the time, I was meant to be in Kev's lesson, but I told Kev I have to export this thing, and it wasn't done right, so I thought I'll try and fix it quickly. And Kev walked in on me editing this picture. So he thought I had gone to... He just thought, what are you doing? Like, this cannot be work. And I thought, it's work. I'm telling you, it's work. I had to add it to... I'm sorry. But it is work.
Your purpose. Once your goal is sharply but realistically defined, all that remains is carrying out your plan. Don't, however, worry about your individual potential. Potential is only the expression of a possibility, something that can be assessed accurately only in retrospect. In other words, you'll never know how good you might have become unless you try. So let's get with it.
Doesn't this just make you want to work out? God damn. So going back, I really like the initial. I really like that. I wish I hadn't done this. So I really like this clip because you can hear Jaden in the back go, hook him up, hook him up. If you can listen like right now. And then I do that. That's really nice. I really like that. The only thing is I put the music over it, and then you have like 5 seconds of this really amped up thing of me not doing anything. But so I would have changed that, but I do like it. I still think it works. The whole thing is about me starting bad and getting better, or like a training montage. So like some of my worst footage and then some of my best. Like that's not a proper rep. Well, it is, but it's but right. And you see, look, it's bounced a bit. It's not doing amazing. So this is more footage of me when I was about 15, and I paralleled that with footage of me training at 18. And I really like that, and it goes a bit unnoticed because I don't know if people know that this is me when I was 15. But you see like the kind of awful form, the push, and then that flash. I really like that. I think it came out really smoothly unintentionally. Like it was what I was trying to do, but I put it in and it worked. And I went, oh okay, I don't need to mess about with it too much. 2 full reps, see, and that's later on, and it's meant to see progression, although obviously it's the same set. Movie magic, boys. Yeah, see, even that, it's like me laughing about a bit, but like, you know, I hit it a bit wild like that, and you can see me laughing about it, but then I punch, block, punch again, and then slip. Jay thought that was going to wallop me in the face, he told me. He said he thought that was going straight from my noggin. Sorry, I just kind of zoned out there. Brilliant for an audio commentary. So yeah, got a different variety of workouts, abs. Right, this is painful. So I'm wearing skins, right? Much better. If you don't wear skins and you just wear a t-shirt, which is what most people do and what I usually do, these pads, you just slip. So there's no point. Like, you just get on it and you go, like, what's the point? You can't hold yourself there. It's like trying to hold on to ice and doing it. It's like not great. Me in the gym, doing a little cycle. Doing some skipping. Again, this is all first session back after Christmas. So if you see me slip, you see me do this, you see me do that. I'm better at it. I beg you, I'm better at it than it shows. Okay? I've got some good footage of me. It just wasn't relevant for this. Slows down a bit with the music. That's why there's slightly longer takes. I wanted this to be a continuous thing, like you see me taking my shots, slipping both sides, doing my squats. That is how you get a ass like mine. There's random clip of me just punching the bag. I think Jay told me like the bag did something and I punched it, but I can't remember.
Hello,
Jeff and Dave, because every commentator's named Jeff or Dave. That's my rule. And the pre-fight commentary team, thank you, Dan and Will, sorry, Jeff and Dave, for standing in and doing this. It was a very last minute thing. I was like, guys, I just need something. I need something. It was originally going to be Eva and Dan, and then Eva was busy because actually had work to do. Wow, imagine doing work. Yeah.
And welcome to the fight of the century between two legends, the Lightning Luke Day and the winner, Oliver Henley.
So, this is like a little Easter egg. Loki Dan. So basically, Loki beat up Dan and then in the third round knocked him out. At the end of this film, there was going to be a version where I call out Loki. But, just didn't.
What do you think on this fight today, Jeff?
Also, I couldn't find the footage for this. I just had the audio because we filmed here. I originally was just going to put like a ton of graphics over it and whatever, but then I finally found the footage and it made it so much better.
I think the winner Henley has it in the bag because
Of course.
Lightning Luke, he's all talk.
He is.
The winner, he's just winning match after match after match. You can see actual practice. But as you can see in the conferences, he's just
coming from the man
all
himself.
talking smack. He's got this in the bag actually.
Almost been recording for an hour.
He's not got this. What's your opinion? What do you think?
Honestly, I agree with you there. Looking at the standings here, you can actually see that they both have a 100% win ratio. And what are your thoughts on the 100% win ratio between both of them? Considering the fact that you are rooting for Oliver Henley here. Oh, sorry, I should say the winner Henley. What are your thoughts on the 100% win ratio that...
Why did he say it so much? Again, this is all free script. Like, I didn't have script. I was just sat recording behind the screen and I was going, okay, say this. Okay, do this. Maybe go in this direction. That was the advice I'd give. Because with this, I only needed to really direct on a few occasions, and when it's one person or whatever, I can just tell them. But when it's a group of people, you see me like, direct, I guess. But it's just these two, so I was just like, it's two good mates. So I was like, do this, and then if I thought there was something wrong, they're gonna be wrong, but they smashed
Luke
it.
has as well.
Well, I think it just raises the stakes.
100% win
that
ratio.
much more intense. Though I wouldn't imagine much friction because Oliver's easily gonna win. He's just gonna wipe
This is what I'm saying, boys.
the floor with him because he is a winner.
Yeah, obviously. and
Interrupted. What a dickhead.
I think
I'm
Ollie,
joking.
he has
I'm not
nothing to
bothered.
lose, but Luke has everything to lose.
I'm
He's
not bothered.
13-0. Or if you correct me if I'm
I feel like saying not bothered twice makes me seem bothered, but I'm not bothered.
wrong, is that 13-0,
That's 3 times now.
I'm pretty sure?
I think so. I think you're quite right, maybe.
Yeah, he has everything to lose, so this is going to be a very interesting fight that we have going on here. Oh, and as we can see from our viewing screen here, they are walking out now.
Brilliant. Also, I love back there that Will said, well, Dave said to Jeff that he's got that Luke had 13 wins, and that is correct. But Will goes, yes, you're right. I think brilliant analyst. Yes, you're right. Probably. Like, I love it. Again, the attention to detail, boys.
Walking out now?
The attention to detail. Look, we've got a Lightning Luke Day poster. If you notice there, it's signed. We've got the winner Henley poster. Again, like, you can barely see these, but they're there. You'll see them on the walls here, and the fans have one. We had one Lightning Luke Day fan, which I love. By the way, the original narrative was not to have one group hate me, have basically everyone love me. It seems really egotistical in retrospect. But it wasn't. It just never. It just turned out like that because the winner was just meant to be like so magnificent. But yeah, that obviously we've got Will with the winner one. We've got Kaylee here with the winner one. We've got the winner will defend, which is actually the posters that were in the background of the background of. Well, they were in the shots of like the backstage bits and pieces, which was here. Yeah, like just after this shot. And yeah, they were on the backboard, the promotion board. But yeah, we had a bunch of these. We left a few on the inside just to reference it. Apparently, they didn't like that. But suck it. Oh yeah, by the way, Luke's walkout had to be done multiple times because he kept laughing. Again, he's just a giggle. He just giggles at it. It was like, stop laughing, bro. This took me one take. One take. No worries. Dickhead. Not bothered. Yeah, this took me one take, so it was all good. I'm that much of a professional. Because this is professional. I was tasked to do a documentary and I made this. Oh yeah. Made him run for his life. By the way, nobody gives Will enough attention in this. Look at Will go. Okay, there's a few people that really go for it, but look at Will when it drops. Also, this guy smashed it. So I just told them to be as over the top as possible. Like, imagine your idol and they were walking down this little corridor and you were meant to shout at them. Like, imagine that. I think there's footage of me just go berserk. Just go mental. And this dude really did it. Yes! Like, brilliant. That's exactly what I wanted. Yes! Nobody knew what I was going to do, by the way. Meg? Everybody else goes absolutely bizarre. Right, watch this. Right, from Will. Let's watch Will first. Yes! Brilliant, right? Amazing. Let's watch Meg here. Meg goes, woo. I can tell. Look. Cheers, Meg! I'm not hiring you again. It's all good. The crowd noises start. The bell rings. We did 3 laps because this is obviously meant to, be the Rocky ending, the Rocky 3 ending. After Apollo trains him, he goes, "Look, we've got to have one more," and it's in like a sparring match, and yeah, and they just circle about, and then they go for one punch. And it was done really well. I had to cut the audio for this because I literally go 1, 2, 3, and I forget I'm wearing a mic. I'm a big guy, you know. Yeah. The one thing I would change about this is I would have probably got more shots. I would have got a shot in here of them spinning around because it's just one continuously long shot. I would maybe change that up a bit, but yeah, that's just thinking back. That's really it, but there's a bit more. Take over, Dan.
One insane fight from both competitors. You played your heart out.
Your soul.
Lightning Luke Day versus the winner, Oliver Henley. Absolutely incredible performance, boys.
I didn't even ask for this. I didn't even ask for it, but he told me afterwards that he said it, and I went, "Oh, I've got to add it. It's so good." I just love the fact that he added it because he was just sat in the classroom and he's like, "No, I don't need me play." You sent me this and I went, "That is brilliant. I love that." So I'm gonna add that.
Loved it.
I saw some criticism.
And then I added. So this is originally where the rolling titles were going to be, but I didn't have enough time. I just didn't have enough time, and I didn't need them as much.
People say the punches weren't really necessary. Maybe
they were super necessary,
which I referenced earlier. George Masvidal, super necessary.
You.
When did you ever hear that in the documentary? See, and that was against the. And hang on, I just realised that you cannot see this, but I'm gonna move this. Go here quickly. It's the same thing, boys. Look, you see this definition? It's all here. It's all under here. It's all here, boys. It's all here. See this haircut? Don't have that. All of this is going on right here, boys. Ignore all this bit. An Oliver Henley film. Well, that brings us to the conclusion. That is the end. Yeah, I'm very happy with the project and how it went. I think overall it was something that turned out really well. 15 minutes of content took a while, like, to get through, and there was a lot of planning, and there was lots of rescheduling dates and bits and pieces. But yeah, really happy with how it turned out, and it was fun. It was fun. I think that's what I really enjoyed about this film. There's lots of serious films, and there's lots of really impactful bits and pieces. But I just thought, I just want to create something fun, and that I think we did with help from a lot of people in the class. It's approaching an hour and 20 minutes. Bloody hell. Of me talking. I thought the 40 minutes one was going to be tiresome and horrible to export. But yeah, I'm gonna stall for 30 seconds and then stop it dead on the hour. But yeah, I had a really great time doing this. It taught me the value of planning, the value of... I tried to get in contact with people. Also, there's meant to be features from my favourite podcast, and they sent me videos and everything, but my phone got reset. There was a bunch of issues, but overall, I'm really happy with how it turned out. So, yeah. Thank you very much, and I will see you all later. Goodbye. I have to press a different button. Okay, goodbye.